I have always stated it here categorically that the Mount Kenya region will play a key role in 2027, especially if people want to take William Ruto home. And therefore, the Mount Kenya politics is my business. I take my time to listen to what they are saying, what they are doing, and watch closely. Now, I've taken my time ever since Dr. Matiang'i came back from the US to observe every move that he makes and the reaction in relation to Mount Kenya. And I've noticed one simple thing. Matiang'i had some huge support from the people of Mount Kenya when he arrived in the country. But subsequently, the support has been going down gradually. Now, when he joined the Jubilee Party, it went down drastically. Now, first of all, I used gradually and drastically deliberately. The gradual part was before he joined the Jubilee Party. The drastic part, it was after joining the Jubilee Party. Let me first give you a brief history about the gradual part. When he came from the US, people expected him to move right, left, and center campaigns here and there on top of the car, hit William Ruto right, left, and center. But now Dr. Matiang'i decided to play low. No noise, minimal movements, and engaging on indoor conversations. And even if he's doing some meetings publicly, he's doing them in a certain way that they're not so much on social media. So, in a nutshell, Dr. Matiang'i underperformed based on the people's expectations. So that is what led to the gradual decline. People are like, no, Matiang'i is not doing the way we want it. Nini sasa nafanya? Where is Matiang'i? And such things. Now, when I come to the drastic aspect of it, it's when Dr. Matiang'i joined the Jubilee Party. Now, in the Jubilee Party, there's a problem that is there. People don't want Jubilee Party, and people don't want Jubilee Party to have Dr. Matiang'i. Now, I ask myself, what could be the problem? I usually host guests from various parts of the country at the organic show, which takes place at exactly 10 p.m. every day on this channel. So I've taken my time to observe keenly what people are saying in relation to the Jubilee Party, Matiang'i, and Uhuru Kenyatta. And I've noticed one simple thing that is there. People don't want Uhuru Kenyatta to come back to the active politics in Mount Kenya region. And that's the major problem that now is with Matiang'i. He's involving himself in the Jubilee Party, which is led by Uhuru Kenyatta. With me here are some of the reasons as to why the people of Mount Kenya do not want Uhuru Kenyatta to get back to the Kenyan politics, especially involving himself in the Mount Kenya politics. And that's what I want to take you through. But before I do so, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Without much wasting of time, allow me to dive into this topic here today. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my number one reason. The people of Mount Kenya want to avoid confusion and division. Let me start with confusion. Confusion in the sense that they don't want to be confused whether to support Uhuru or Gachagua. They want to be united under one leader, and that is Rigathi Gachagua. Why am I saying it's Rigathi Gachagua? Uhuru Kenyatta was a bit quiet. Rigathi Gachagua came out through impeachment and embarked on very serious campaigns in Mount Kenya, especially trying to unite the Mount Kenya region. And it did it successfully. Whenever anything was happening against the people of Mount Kenya, he spoke against it. During all these times, Uhuru Kenyatta was quiet. So Gachagua managed to win the people of Mount Kenya. He established a party. So the people of Mount Kenya switched their mind now. It is Mount Kenya, DCP, and Gachagua. But now Uhuru Kenyatta's re-emergence brings some aspect that they are going to fight now with the DCP party in the Mount Kenya region. And Uhuru Kenyatta is going to fight with Gachagua on who leads the Mount Kenya region. So that has been the idea in the people's minds, hence leading to them to hate Uhuru Kenyatta. So to avoid confusion, they want Uhuru Kenyatta to avoid the Mount Kenya politics so that the people of Mount Kenya can concentrate on one candidate, that is Rigathi Gachagua. It's their wish that they work together. But on Mount Kenya affairs, Rigathi Gachagua to be in charge. That is what basically is happening in Mount Kenya. So when Matiang'i comes in with Uhuru Kenyatta, he automatically qualifies to be an enemy of the people of Mount Kenya to some extent because of Uhuru Kenyatta's involvement, which can bring confusion in the Mount Kenya region. When you talk of division, once Uhuru Kenyatta has become very active, he will reach a point and be able actually to pull some crowd towards his side. In 2022, he took 1.3 million votes to Raila Amolo Odinga. Assuming he does the same thing in 2027, then there'll be some split of votes which is not important, which is very dangerous. William Ruto wants such kind of a split. So the people of Mount Kenya are saying no. There's no need of Uhuru Kenyatta coming now. Because Gachagua had already come, let him stay aside. At least we don't divide the votes of Mount Kenya. So in a nutshell, they wanted to avoid division and confusion. Number 2. The other reason as to why the people of Mount Kenya do not want Uhuru again, it's because of the type of leadership he gave Kenyans when he was in power. It might appear that William Ruto is not a good candidate, is not a good president at all. But the fact is, to a greater extent also, Uhuru Kenyatta contributed immensely to what William Ruto is doing right now, or even to what he is experiencing right now. And Uhuru Kenyatta also, he had some things that he did during his administration, which basically made the people of Mount Kenya to dislike him, even Kenyans at large. And number 1 is the issue of loans. There are so many expensive loans that Uhuru Kenyatta borrowed, including the Eurobond, which as Kenyans, with the naked eyes, we are not able to see anything tangible that it did. Uhuru Kenyatta received, or maybe it took charge of a country that was well managed by Kibaki. After taking it over, he was too ambitious, doing things that the people of Mount Kenya truly got hurt when they were done. Now, these loans that were brought, they really hurt the people of Mount Kenya. And right now, William Ruto keeps reminding people of Kenya that these loans were brought by predecessor, Uhuru Kenyatta. Some of them we are paying them right now. And he's going to use the same song going forward to remind people of what Uhuru Kenyatta did. That is the first thing. Bringing loans, Kenyans are paying right now dearly because of Uhuru Kenyatta. Most of them. Number 2, it's the cost of living. During his time, we had Unga going at 250. In fact, if there's a time when the people of Mount Kenya lost hope in Uhuru Kenyatta completely and started hating him, it's when Unga was going at 250 and Uhuru seemed not to be in touch with the ground on what was happening there. He reached a point and he assumed most of these things. So the people of Mount Kenya lost interest on him completely. So they were left without a leader until Gachagua came in to fight for them, and then they took him up. So that is basically what the people of Mount Kenya do not want. Number 3, it's corruption. Regardless of Uhuru Kenyatta borrowing for development, he was actually even very open to say that as Kenyans we lose 2 billion shillings every day. A clear indication, ladies and gentlemen, that he did not fight corruption, but he brought in money to be stolen. So that also hurt Kenyans a lot. Working so hard, paying taxes, to get stolen. After paying taxes, they also borrow some money, which also gets stolen. So the people of Mount Kenya were hurt, including the people of Kenya at large. So therefore, they don't want the Uhuru administration to be seen anywhere in the next administration. They want purely different form of administration. Another thing, ladies and gentlemen, it's the issue to do with greed. Uhuru Kenyatta coming from the richest family in the country and having been in leadership for quite some time, and the family having produced 2 presidents, Uhuru Kenyatta and the father as well, people feel like if Uhuru Kenyatta comes back, it is simply he wants to take it up again. He does not want any other leader of Mount Kenya to thrive. It appears that Uhuru Kenyatta is greedy to only be the only leader in the Mount Kenya region, and that when any other leader from Mount Kenya comes up, anamkanyagia kichwa. So that is basically what the people of Mount Kenya are feeling. So they are seeing Uhuru Kenyatta trying to struggle with Rigathi Gachagua in the Mount Kenya region, Nitama, some greed that he really can't avoid. So that's basically what is happening at this point. I don't know what is your take, ladies and gentlemen, but that is one of the reasons as to why. So the kind of greed that Uhuru Kenyatta has portrayed, the kind of behavior Uhuru Kenyatta has portrayed, has made the people of Mount Kenya judge it to be like it is some form of greed, which they don't want, which they don't like at all. They want, if Gachagua has already emerged, let him be supported, let him lead the region in the time being. The other thing is this, historical injustices. As we speak today, one thing that we must admit, Uhuru Kenyatta are the people with the largest tracts of land as a family. And people are saying some of these lands were not gotten from the public legally, or maybe in the right way. So they still connected them with these historical injustices, which is hurting them a lot. So in a nutshell, Uhuru Kenyatta, whenever he comes up, he reminds people, sisi ndio tuko na shamba kubwa, sisi tuko mali mingi. And in fact, to some extent, people are saying the Mau lands were taken by the Kenyatta family. So that is one of the reasons as to why the people of Mount Kenya do not want Uhuru Kenyatta at all. That is my video there and there, but on the comment section, you can contribute and tell me what you think makes the people of Mount Kenya to literally decide to avoid Uhuru Kenyatta, or even not wanting him to get back to the Kenyan politics, more especially the Mount Kenya politics again. See you next time for more videos. My name is Abel Mkwa.